right on time.
Get the crispy chick biscuit and the sunriser with a fresh cracked egg from 6 to 11
What?
at Crystal.
This time of year, there's an awful lot of conversation about dieting and weight loss plans, kind of quick ways to get yourself in shape. But if you are someone watching this morning, perhaps you know someone who is really struggling to lose a lot of weight. You probably know it's not always as easy as people like to make it seem. So we're very happy to welcome Dr. Shah back on the show. He is with CHI Memorial Metabolic and Bariatric Care. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I think that's a fair setup because always you know that there's work that's going to go into it, but some people have struggled and struggled for years with no success, and that's unfair for them to have to suffer that way.
Right. You know, obesity is a silent disease. It takes years and years and years for it to really develop, but so many other medical problems come from obesity: diabetes, kidney failure, liver disease, heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and the list goes on and on. That we always applaud people who are looking to improve their health, improve their lives by losing weight, but we recognize that it's a tough thing to do.
For an awful lot of people. You were sharing with me that geographically the Southeast has the highest percentage, 35% or higher?
Yes, 35 or higher percent of people in our region have obesity. So, you know, one thing that people worry about is the stigma of seeking treatment. Mm-hmm. Well, I would tell people you're not alone. There's a lot of people struggling just like you are. And if you can reach out and get yourself some help in terms of losing weight, it's just to your benefit.
What's the definition of obesity, and doesn't it sometimes change? Like the ratio changes? Yeah,
there's a lot of different ways to measure obesity. The easiest one is called the body mass index, or BMI. You take somebody's height, you take their weight, and whatever numbers comes out of that calculation is your BMI. If you're above 30, you're technically considered obese, but there's a lot of variation in terms of, you know, muscle mass and fat mass there. But definitely if your BMI is over 35, and definitely over 40, you should be considering yourself a candidate for obesity treatment.
All you have to do is look at some old television sitcoms or something from even 20 years ago, and it's shocking to see how we used to look versus now.
Yes.
So even in the conversation with you, once a patient begins to go down the surgery route, you still can't not talk about food and food choices, right?
Yes, you know, anybody that's looking at this as a quick fix, you know, they're not going to be successful, and that's what we try to talk about a lot. We have a multidisciplinary team, social worker who's in our clinic, a dietitian who's in our clinic, and we tell people that it's a process. They have to put their effort into it, but sometimes people just need a tool to do the job. And bariatric surgery is the best tool for weight loss that's ever been come up.
Well, sure, because if you've got a massive mountain to climb, you're not going to want to do it in your bare feet.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So it all begins for you with, though, educating people. So you can't, they can come in and consult with you, but they still have to do some initial work before they come in for surgery.
So if somebody's made that decision that they want to turn their life around, the first step is to call the office, 899-1000, or go to ChattanoogaBariatrics.com and sign up for an informational seminar. That can be either a recorded video, it could be what I would recommend, a Zoom, so it's live, you talk to me, I talk to you directly. Any questions you might have at that time, we could get those questions answered before you even come for a consult.
And then once you do a surgery, then there are support groups that you have a chance to meet with remotely or in person.
Yes.
Is surgery within your practice the only option, or can somebody get help from you non-surgically?
You know, in the last few years, the medications that have come out, while not as successful as bariatric surgery, they have improved tremendously, and they're really doing some great things for our patients. People are losing a great amount of weight, curing their other health problems as though they had surgery. And so, yes, we have the obesity medicine program as well as the obesity surgery program.
So would I be right to think that somebody who's coming in and they want to do bariatric surgery, would you say that they have like a minimum of 50 pounds to lose?
It all depends on where you start. We talk about percentages. So,
Okay.
you know, if you're supposed to weigh 150 and you weigh 250, for example, we would say that on average you'll lose 60 to 70% of that excess. So if you've got that 100 pounds, you're on average going to lose 60 to 70 pounds, though we have a lot that do much better than that.
Okay, so let's go with your example then. So you have the 200, and you're at 250, you have the 100 to lose, and you elect the bariatric surgery. And then pretty quickly, you're down maybe, what, 60 pounds, something like that?
You know, we've seen here recently, especially, we've had some very good success, people losing 70, 80, 90 pounds in that first year.
Does your metabolism change as that weight comes off?
Yes. Oh, thank you for asking. You know, we call ourselves not just surgeons, but metabolic surgeons. We are changing metabolism. We're changing how your brain processes food, how your gut processes food, how your liver processes food. And so, yes, it's a metabolic surgery that way.
Is there a surgery where if you have a surgery and you have that shrinkage essentially of your stomach and then your metabolism improves and you learn how to eat again, if you wanted to kind of undo it, so to speak, can you do that?
Our stomachs are very malleable. And so it doesn't matter what type of surgery you do, you can undo the benefits if you don't put that effort in yourself as well to be more disciplined.
Okay, but if you want to, because your intake of food is limited, right?
Yes.
So if you begin to kind of get it,
yes,
and you want to begin then in the years to come to eat a little bit more, can you do that?
Absolutely.
That's what I was asking.
Absolutely,
Okay,
yes.
so that's that malleability.
yes, you don't
again.
become somebody who can't interact with family or friends or, you know, enjoy the holidays, but it's, like I said, it's basically the best tool to make sure that your weight loss is long lasting.
And can couples do it?
Oh,
Husband
yes.
and wife?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. We have, we actually have a recent example. We're going to talk to them about maybe even making a video for us of a wife that I operated on, a husband that Dr. Ponce operated on. They're just going through the process together, being tremendously successful, supporting each other. And I think, you know, the wife we had done first, and she has lost 90 pounds.
Wow.
Yes.
That is a whole new person.
Yes.
Thank you for making it simple for us to understand this morning.
Absolutely.
So you can reach out to their office and begin your journey to be a new you. 899-1000, as you heard Dr. Shah say. Online, it's ChattanoogaBariatrics.com, all part of CHI Memorial. And again, you are not going to be treated and then dismissed. They're going to hold your hand every step of the way to give you the support in all ways that you're looking for.
Yes, you better hope to become part of our family, because that's what we're hoping to do.
There are numerous guaranteed offers being marketed in our community today, but I'm the only guy that comes to your house himself and gives you an as-is cash offer that's not subject to a lot of strings and inspections.